This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Good morning. I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. State lawmakers are virtual this week. It's due to a COVID-19 exposure. And today, Senate and House Democrats will discuss the rising cases of COVID-19 here in Arizona. Lawmakers are planning to discuss legislative solutions for the public health crisis, as well as evictions and unemployment. Today's meeting does get underway at 1. More than 500 people a week could die from COVID in our state by Christmas. It's according to a health expert at the University of Arizona. Dr. Joe Gerald updating his weekly modeling report and says the crisis will evolve into a humanitarian crisis if it's not addressed within the next few weeks. Doctors and nurses say ICU beds are difficult to come by right now.
I'm getting a report of a death of a patient in an ICU, which is, of course, always tragic. And in this almost the same breath, we're now, discussing like when this bed can be made ready for another patient who's in need of that bed just within minutes. It's just, we're in a very difficult place.
Our state's COVID-19 dashboard officially lists more than 140 ICU beds available around our state, or 8%. Doctors will point out there's a difference between a bed and a staffed bed. The dashboard does not break down where in this state those beds are located. Nearly 7,000 people have died here in Arizona because of COVID-19. And one of those victims, a Valley teacher, the Apache Junction Unified School District is saying Jane Kelly lost her fight Saturday. She most recently worked at Apache Junction High School. Well, more schools are going online for learning. Basis charter schools will remain remote until after the holidays. This is for all 22 Arizona campuses. Winter break starts December 19th, and as of right now, students return January 4th and will have the option for remote or in-person learning. There are nearly 56,000 young people in Arizona who have tested positive for COVID-19. Doctors and researchers have noticed that coronavirus does affect children differently. And now there are questions about how accurate COVID tests really are among kids. A recent study done by several laboratories and hospitals in Massachusetts did look at the Binax Now rapid test, which is used here in Arizona. And it did have a high accuracy rate in adults, but when it came to symptomatic patients 18 and younger, the accuracy rate was just under 78%. And that rate did decrease in asymptomatic kids. One health expert suggests how the test is done could be a factor here.
Kids move around. If you have a little kid that you're trying to hold down, they're going to move around. And sometimes we really don't want to cause pain and cause tears, but you do have to get in that nose, do the couple turns, and be able to get a good sample.
Well, if you notice that your child is not comfortable during a test, or if the swab barely went into his or her nose, it's advised that you ask for the test to be redone. The restaurant business, as you well know, is struggling. The National Restaurant Association does expect 10,000 restaurants will close in the next 3 months. Just last month, 17% of bars or restaurants did close, and a survey finds 58% of full-service restaurants expect to furlough or lay off more employees. And there is some help for Arizona restaurants. The governor announcing an expansion of outdoor dining and funding for that. Another industry struggling right now, and that is the arts. Sadly, the Arizona Theater Company will postpone the 54th season until 2021. But while there won't be live performances on stage, the theater is working on projects that will be available to subscribers in the months to come.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. We're at 109 days without measurable rainfall at Phoenix Sky Harbor, and it looks like that dry streak will continue for a couple more days before we get some better rain chances as we track a storm system that's going to be moving in. It's sitting to our southwest now, but it will be moving in, bringing in some moisture and bringing in that rain. The best potential for heavier rain will be across southeast Arizona, but we could finally get some measurable rain here in the valley too, with our best rain chances coming late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Then we're drying out by Thursday evening in the valley with a chance for more snow showers up north. Snow amounts don't look to be too high, but we could end up with a couple of inches in the White Mountains and about around an inch in areas along the Mogollon Rim. So just be mindful of that. Some slick driving conditions certainly possible Thursday into Friday. Temperatures will be near 80 today and tomorrow. Those rain chances at 20 to 40%. Wednesday into Thursday, the best potential will come Thursday with temperatures cooling into the 60s by the end of the week.
Latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just head to abc15.com or download our free mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.